everyone, welcome to my channel, Ecology. And today I will start about the topic that is related to the population ecology. And you all know the population ecology is a part of the ecology. And okay, so then we will start about what is population and its attributes, different types of attributes that are related to the population ecology. Okay, it is a vast chapter, so I think I need many not, I think 5 to 6 videos are very necessary for completion of this chapter. Clear? Okay, let's start today. The population ecology. What is that? The concept of population. Concept of population, it originates, the population originates the Latin word that is the populus. Okay, population, that word is originated from the Latin word populus. Its meaning the people. Clear? Now, what is the definition of the population? The population is defined as a group of organisms of a particular species which breed among themselves or have the potentiality to do so and usually occupy a space. Okay. So here, what is the definition of the population? Population means the group of organisms. Okay, group of organisms. They of a particular species, obviously, they occupy a space. They occupy a space and they breed among themselves. That means they have the potentiality to breed within themselves or within that kind of species only. This is called the population. So what are the attributes that related to the population? The first one is the density, second one is the distribution, third one is the natality, fourth one is the mortality, fifth one is the age structure, growth forms, etc. Okay. So first, these are all the attributes. So that means in a population, we have to, before understanding a population, we have to understand these attributes. Okay, these are very important because these are related to the population and what are their impact on the population. First, we have to know. Okay. So first, the density. What is the density? Density means actually the informative measure of the size of a population interrelation to some unit of space. Obviously, unit of space. This is a very small space. One unit of space. So, what is the density? Then density means actually the number of individuals, or you can say the biomass. Number of biomass. Actually, the number of biomass is related to the ecosystem, and I have already discussed about this. What is the number of biomass and what is the another topic that is related to the ecosystem in my another video. You just check out there. So first one I discuss here about the ecological density means the number of individual or the size of a population. Interrelation, obviously they are interrelated with each other. Okay, to some unit of space. This is, suppose this is a space, unit of space, and there are the individual or the species which are interrelated with each other. So this is the density of the population in the unit of space. Is it clear? I think. What is that? Again, I tell you. Suppose this is unit of space, and okay, first one, this is unit of space here, and there are species or there are individuals. Many individuals are there, but these individuals obviously interrelated with each other. Okay. So suppose we consider this is one kind of species. It is one kind of species. Okay, not many. One kind of species, and the individuals, they are interrelated with each other. So number of these individuals within this area or the unit of space is called the density. Okay, or the ecological density. It has two parts. One is the crude density, another is the economic or the specific density. What is the crude density? It is the density per unit total space. Okay, we will suppose this is water level. Okay, this is a graph. You can see this is water level. Okay, so crude density means this is the curve of the crude density. Okay, this curve is formed by the crude density. So what is the meaning of the crude density? It is the density per unit total space. It is density per unit total space. We have to consider total space. This is called the crude density. But in case of economic or the specific density, what is that? This is per unit of habitat. Okay, habitat space or the available area, which is very I think available area means this area that is suitable for the particular species, or this is favorable for the particular species. This is called the economic density. That means the species, they remain in an area, okay, that is very favorable to them. This is called, and in that area how much individuals remain within of a species, this is called the economic or the specific density. Clear? But suppose this is total area and this area actually the habitat of the species. You can see, I think this is the habitat of the species or the favorable space of the species, but this area is involved for moving or roaming of the species. Okay, roaming of the species. That means the species can roam within the particular this area, not confined within this their habitat. They can obviously roam. So crude density means the total number of individual of a particular species in the total area, unit area. Clear? This is crude density and this is the ecological density. So, and you can see this is graph, this from the ecological density curve, and this is the crude density curve. Clear? Okay. I think this is done. And okay. Next, I discuss about the distribution. Okay. Next, I discuss about the distribution. Okay. Here, number of species I have to write there. Okay. Okay, this is the dispersion. Dispersion or the distribution. Okay, distribution or dispersion mean that it is the spatial pattern of individuals in a population relative to one another. Okay, it is the distribution or dispersion is same. That means the individuals, they are scattered in an area. Okay. So this is called a spatial pattern of individuals in a population that relative to one another. Okay. So under this dispersion, there are three kinds of dispersion you can see: regular, random, and the clumped. Regular means here the more or less the individuals, they spaced or they scattered. Okay. At equal distance from each other. Suppose like this type of. That means the distance between the, you can see these are okay. I just rub it and clear it. Okay, this, like this. Okay, you can see the distance between this one and the distance between this one is same. Okay. The individuals, dispersion means the scattering or the spreading of the individuals in an area. Clear? So, in case of regular, it is said that the individuals, they are dispersed from each other at equal distance. You can see this is one individual, this is one individual, this is another individual. So, the distance between this individual to this one and this one to this one, and obviously this one to this one is same. Okay, but it is very rare. This type of distribution or this type of dispersion is not seen common. Okay, because it is actually seen in that type of animals which are in the terrestrial behavior. Okay, which are in terrestrial behavior. Next one, so it is rare. Okay, it's is not possible. That obviously it is not common. Why? Because it is not possible for all the individuals to remain at the same distance. Okay, it is not possible. So it is rare. Second one is the random. Random means position of one individual that is unrelated to the position of its neighbor. It is also rare because there is one individual and there is one individual and another individual, you can think there. So there is no relation. Okay, there is no relation. And so this is called the unrelated individuals. They are unrelated individuals, and that's why it is called the random kind of dispersion, and it is also rare. So what is the common type of dispersion? This is the common type of dispersion, that is called the clumped dispersion. Okay, here the individuals aggregated into patches and interspersed with no or few individuals. Okay. It is, you can understand when I will discuss about the meta population. Okay, just today you learn about the as an attribute of the population. Just learn about it is briefly. Okay, so what is the clumped? Clumped means not individual. That means this is any place where two or three individuals are there. This form one patch, and suppose this is another area or unit area, there are 2 or 3 individuals. This is another patch. So individual remains in a form of patches. Okay, in a form of patches. So if there is 2 individuals, you can see, or there is 3 individuals. It is totally dependent on the individuals. Yeah, but they remain in the form of patches, not single. Okay, in a form of patches, either 2 or more than 5, more than 6, like that, patches or clumped. This is very common. This is very common. Now we learn about the natality. What is the natality? Natality means the productions of offsprings. Okay, production of offsprings per female per unit time. Okay, this denotes, natality actually denotes the number of individuals or the number of offsprings that are produced per female, per means one female, by one female, and per unit time, and it must be possible within per unit time. So this will consider as the natality. Clear? Now we understand. Now we will discuss about the maximum and the realized. Okay, maximum and the realized natality. What is the what kind of this maximum natality and what kind of this the realized natality? Okay, so maximum natality means it is theoretically discussed. Okay, but you always know the theory and the practical, theoretical measurement and the practical measurement is not always same. Okay, so here this theoretical measurement is called the fecundity rate and the practical measurement, that is called the fertility rate. Okay, this is called the fertility rate. Theoretically it is said that maximum individuals can be produced if the condition is favorable. Okay, maximum individuals generally produced, okay, in a particular population. So if the conditions or the environmental climatic situation, you can say that, or the climatic condition that is favorable. In the favorable situation, it is said that the maximum is said that a female can produce maximum number of offspring. This is the theoretical opinion. And what is the practical opinion? This is the realization. That means it is naturally occurred or it is practically happened. So what is that? The population increase under the existing condition. Okay. So increasement of the population, that is totally dependent on the existing environmental condition. It's favorable or not favorable, that is dependent on them. So what is this one? The realized population. It is called the fertility rate. That means if the female can produce the maximum number of individuals like 5 to 6, but in that situation the climatic condition is not favorable. So in that time, it is not possible maximum number of individuals or maximum number of offsprings to produce in that situation. So suppose rather than 5 to 6, it's possible 2 to 3 individuals must be produced. Okay, so this is the realized one. Okay, and this is the deduction. The n capital N by small n, delta capital N by small n by delta t, that is called the absolute rate, and or the you can say the fecundity rate, and delta n small n, this is a delta n small n by n delta t, this is called the realized or the specific rate. Okay, so this is natality. Now we will learn about the mortality. This is natality. Okay, this is mortality rate or the mortality. Mortality means it refers to the death of individuals. Okay, it refers to the death of individuals in a population. And here we also see the two types of mortality rate. One is the minimum, another is the realized. Minimum means under non-limiting conditions, and here the minimum number of loss. Okay, but minimum number of loss, same thing. This is a theoretical one and this is practical one. So here it said that the theoretical minimum number of loss under the non-limiting conditions, and this one is the realized. Here it's the actual, it says that actual loss in a given environmental conditions, and environmental conditions may be favorable or non-favorable, that's dependent on environment, but actual loss or actual death of the individual, this is said the realized mortality rate, and it is considered by delta D by delta T, D for death rate by delta T, this is called the mortality rate. Okay,